Yes, yes, yes. We are back once again, like the Renegade Master. Um, Weird and wonderful, guys. Thank you for the support you've shown so far.
Big fan.
Means a lot.
Big up.
Um, we didn't even fucking introduce ourselves properly last time.
Nah, so all
I'm
that
Ishmael.
excitement we've got
Some
forgotten.
people call me Ishmael. Some people call me Ishmael. If you're one of my 17 Twitter followers, you'll know me as D Generation Ish. This is Moses. You can find him on Twitter as well. Moses, tell the people how they can find you.
Yeah, so Twitter Moses underscore Johannes, Instagram Moses Johannes as well. But if you all the good stuff's on Weird and Wonderful, so make sure you follow the socials. It should be just down there, I think. But yeah, follow them and you should be able to find
That's
us.
right, man. That's right.
Yeah, cool. So Ishmael, how you doing, mate? You good? Got the intros now, so
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. This year, fucking third taking the shit. Um, yeah, like I said, I was a bit pissed off yesterday after the game. Um, Woke up today, even more pissed off. We were shit.
sadly.
Salah was shit. Klopp was
Mm,
shit.
mm,
Firmino was shit.
mm,
The game was shit. You guys
mm,
are a little bit shit as well, but you probably have
mm,
made
mm.
a point.
Well,
Yeah, it is what it
let's
is,
tease the
man.
viewers a little bit. Let's not jump straight into that because I think a few bits have happened today, haven't they, in the news, and I think they're just worth us
Yeah, man.
discussing
Yeah,
over
yeah.
for a couple of minutes at least. Main one that I wanted to talk about was a man that's kind of been out in the sort of out in the forest really, and he's not been playing much. He's just been chilling at home playing on his Xbox. But Mesut Ozil has finally left Arsenal Football Club. Ishwa, can I get your initial
Mesut
thoughts
is
on that?
free, okay?
Mm.
Mesut is free. Free man.
Is it
Um,
free Mesut?
you know how much me and you especially, we really ride out for Mesut on the
Big
group
fan.
chat. Mesut's my guy.
Mm.
If you love football, if you love watching the game
He's
play,
an
that is
artist, isn't
purest
he? He's an
and
artist.
beautiful.
It's just a shame, I
He's
think, ultimately.
left-footed association as well, alongside
Mm.
myself, Messi, Maradona, all the greats,
In
Johnny
that order,
Arisa.
in that order, right?
Pretty much, man. Pretty much. Yeah. Me, Messi, Maradona. You know, I can't even disrespect Maradona like that. Rest in peace to
No.
that guy.
RIP Maradona as
But
well.
yeah, man. Mesut Ozil, free from Arsenal, free from the clutches of all that political
Whatever was
nonsense.
going on there, it just seems fishy to me, man. From when
Footballing reasons,
Arteta's
isn't it?
coming out and saying,
Footballing reasons. Yeah.
yeah, when Arteta's coming out saying for footballing reasons he's not playing, but then Arsenal can't create. To me, it stinks the whole situation. And do you know
Yeah.
what? I'm just happy he's out. I wanted him to play for Arsenal, to be honest. That's what I was hoping for. But do you know what? Ultimately, it's just I'm glad he's going to be able to play football somewhere else. He'll be loved at Fenerbahce as well,
You
won't
know
he?
he's gonna go. You know he's gonna go to Turkey. And he's gonna absolutely tuss up the Turkish league.
Mm.
Danny Drinkwater
Well, he might
as
be able to play
well.
Champions League football again as well. I mean, next
True,
season, of course.
true.
But
Man's been starving at Arsenal, playing Thursday nights when he should be playing Tuesday, Wednesday.
yeah.
Hearing that great anthem.
To be honest,
Um,
yeah, this is the way I think. I was shocked when he first went to Arsenal. I always thought he was too good for the club. And to be honest,
no,
I'm
you know,
happy he's out of the
it's
club.
not.
I'm happy he's out of the club.
Let's not do Arsenal dirt like that. Even though they're a bit of
Well,
a
when he first went for
when
42
it,
mil, I was shocked.
yeah,
I
yeah.
weren't expecting him to go to Arsenal. I mean, I see
Bro, do you remember? Do you remember? Do you
they
remember on
both play good
deadline day when he
football, but
signed? Do you remember when he signed the deadline day? The scenes outside the Emirates.
mate, it was crazy, wasn't it? They properly loved it, didn't they? They were going absolutely off their map.
That was the first real like proper deadline day. You know when Sky tried to make it into like a proper big thing where they'd all wear yellow
Yeah. And they
and
had
make
all
it
like
like deadline day
AFTV
night.
behind them, or what looked
Yeah,
like AFTV anyway.
Like that was the first one I remember, man. Mesut's given us some big memories,
Mm,
great assists, some great Champions League goals.
yeah, mate, some of them
He's
goals
done
he
it.
scored. I was looking back at a compilation earlier, but do you know what? Ultimately, I'm happy. I'm happy he's left. I'm happy he's going to get some game time and he's going to be loved again because whatever happened there was
Yeah,
just
man. Yeah,
fishy and it stunk and I wasn't. It felt wrong just kind of being like a passive observer on the whole occasion, but on the whole
exactly.
thing.
Even though the way he went out was a bit sour. I'd say he's up there in the post Highbury, the Emirates era of Arsenal.
Mm,
I'd say him and Alexis are probably the two best players I've had. that I can think of. Correct me if I'm wrong. Like,
Or Van Persie as well. Or you say post Wenger?
Well, I said like post Highbury Emirates era. So yeah, Van Persie can be included in that as well. But yeah, man, big up Mesut, big up Özil.
Yeah, a great ambassador for the Premier League whilst he was around. But yeah, happy. Hopefully he's on to pastures new.
Spoke out on important issues as well.
Yeah,
big
of course.
Big him up.
Yeah,
Eventually,
if anything,
paved the way, man. Paved the way for a lot of ballers to come out and talk about.
For sure, real social matters. Yeah, I mean, and ultimately, he probably paid the price. If like our conspiracies are anything to go by.
I don't know, man.
Let's not go into that too much.
Özil's living good, man. Özil's living good. 350 grand a week. Like he had the last laugh, man.
He deserves it, man. But yeah,
the only thing I just thought of actually, just quickly, that now means that Gunnosaurus is going back to being unpaid.
Furloughed, yeah.
Because Obi said he would pay his wages for as long as he's at the club. So.
Do you know what? I think start a GoFundMe. Gunnosaurus got to start a GoFundMe now.
Gunnosaurus, you can be podcast mascot on Weird.
Yeah, we'll get you. Yeah, but you have to pay. If you want to get any sponsorship and get involved in the show. Working.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. And you wanted to give out a special shout out to your boy as well, didn't you?
Who's that? Uncle Pep.
Your man crush.
Uncle Pep, mate. Youngest manager in the league after Klopp, man. Big up Uncle Pep. Pep Guardiola. 50th birthday today.
People.
Yeah. 50th birthday today. Yeah. Pep revolutionised the game.
Yeah, he did. He completely. He got happy birthday, Pep, if you're listening. I hope you don't get anything you wish for this year, but happy birthday nonetheless.
It's looking like he might get the league, man. It's looking like he might get the league, but
not everyone's got anything to say for it.
Speaking that a bit later on.
Yeah.
Jack Wilshere.
What's the Bournemouth
on a short-term deal?
I forgot Bournemouth got relegated, so it's not even as significant as I initially thought it was going to be.
No, it is though, because they're something else I actually want to touch on after regarding Bournemouth. But they I think they're doing alright in the Championship this season. I'm not following it like I should be, but I think they'll be there and thereabouts come.
Yeah, I haven't actually checked out to see how well they're doing. To be fair, I haven't kept an eye on our Championship sort of insights at the moment, but we've got a few things bubbling in the background that should be able to remedy that sort of stuff. Couple of new features, couple of new suggestions, couple of new ideas.
Hitting you guys.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes.
Wilshere to Bournemouth. I'm glad, man. I'm glad he's staying. I'm glad he's staying in England as well. So I was talking about going to MLS, going to China. He's still got some juice in the tank. Still, I don't think he needs to be doing that just yet.
Yeah. And we've got some more transfer news as well, haven't we, Ishmael?
Just quickly while we're on Bournemouth. Apparently, Josh King is refusing to sign a contract, and he wants an extension of 120 grand a week at Bournemouth. So that's him. He's not expecting that, to be honest. You need to get in the bin, mate. If you think you're worth 120 grand a week.
Nah, Ishmael, you're missing what he's trying to do there. You're missing completely.
Fair enough, he might be trying to, like, I don't even know, playing hardball or whatever, but that's...
Nah, he's not signing that contract. He's only going to sign that contract if they give him mad money. If they give him 120k, he'll stay at Bournemouth.
I get he's being a bit cheeky, but there's being cheeky and there's being, like, just have a bit of...
He's set his price. He's like, look, I don't want to stay at Bournemouth. I don't want to play in the Championship. There's Premier League interest. So unless you pay me 120k, I'm not staying because I can get that much money.
So what's he going to do? So say Bournemouth turn around and like, okay, cool, we'll give you 120k a week. What's he going to stay there?
Then he's loaded. Then he doesn't care. He set his price. He set his price. And he's got Premier League interest. So for him to stay in the Championship. No, listen, Ishmael, you're not listening. Listen, look. If you want him to stay in the Championship, you better make it worth his while. That's what he's saying. He doesn't want to stay at Bournemouth. He'll get a big payday when his contract runs out. So I know what he's trying to do there.
There's levels to this, and Josh King are not levels. But yeah, we'll move on. Anyway, we'll move on.
Some other transfer news, haven't we? Finally,
go on.
Danny Drinkwater's left Chelsea, admittedly on loan, but he's out. He's out of Stamford Bridge. Finally going to get some game time post.
The decline has been rapid, mate.
It's been crazy. I mean, he just keep like the news stories just keep coming about him as well, like him getting into fights when he's drunk, like him just absolutely two-footing or like
He's
pushing over. I can't remember. There's a bad tackle against him in the under 23s, and he nearly killed the kid, like a 16-year-old. Sorry, so I'll try that one again.
Yeah, his head just went mad, man. Like he's moving like Danny drinks cider. I don't know what's.
Danny drinks cider. Danny drinks some Ray and Nephew. That's what he's on. He's on some madness.
On the Magnus with the lads. But
He's on some madness.
yeah, to be honest though, we were chatting about this today. Like someone on the group chat was saying that he's like kind of fucked it a bit. But to be fair, a player of his quality, he won the league twice. Or just like Leicester. Did he win at Chelsea as well, or did he go afterwards? Anyway, he's won.
Can't tell you.
He's got at least one league title. Like, he probably never imagined that.
But to be fair, when he was coming through at Man United, he probably thought he was going to win 10 on the trot, didn't he?
Did he
ever?
He
was schooled at Carrington.
Did he ever really think he was good enough to get into United first?
Nah. He was never spoken about in that way. I mean, he was. I think he was under 23's captain, or was it Sean? Was it Tunnicliffe? Can't remember. But either way, that was just a banter. But yeah, speaking of transfers, then what transfers? I mean, I know what position you're thinking of at the moment, but have you spotted any players out there on the market? Any transfer rumours that you get behind?
The date today is the 18th of January. We have signed no players still. I don't know what the fuck's going on, man. I'm starting to lose all will to.
Just in case anybody's listening and they don't know what position you're talking about, what position are you strengthening?
After yesterday, we need a couple, man. We need a centre back now. Yesterday, we needed one yesterday. We needed one last week. We needed one 3 weeks ago. I see a picture the other day with Virgil van Dijk in training in the gym somewhere next to Lovren.
You see him trying to do kick-ups?
Yeah, but anyway.
It looked like it hurt, man. It looked like it hurt. He couldn't move his legs. That was just for the PR, man. There was like a massive plaster on his leg. You could kind of see it. And he's trying to kick the ball up. He's like, the left leg, mate. Just don't rush him back. Whatever you do, man, do not rush him back and fuck him up. Christ, you can't mess up.
Liverpool's PRs, they're twerking at the moment. They're trying to do the most, man.
Yeah, man, they can't
pull the wool over my eyes. I know any Liverpool fan with a bit of sense knows that we needed a centre back in the summer. But the point I was going to make was that they posted a picture of Van Dijk and Lovren just in some next gym the other day. And I was thinking all the times.
In Russia?
It must have just been. I don't know where it was. They just posted a picture of them. But I was thinking all the shit I used to chat about Lovren last season, get him at my club.
We could do them now, couldn't you?
You know what I do for Lovren right now?
What do you do for Daniel Aggerback? You used to love him.
Again, left-footed society, mate. Me,
you used to
Messi,
just whack the ball as well, man. He can whack the ball.
He used to twat it so hard.
So have you got any ideas then? So you can't get Lovren back, obviously. I think he's rejected Liverpool already now. Salah's gutted.
We've been linked to Militao at Real Madrid, who apparently is
available for loan, right?
On a short-term deal, whether that's a loan or a permanent. I just think sign him up. I'm reading all this shit about we're not willing to spend the 6 million it will cost because it's not part of our plan or whatever. But I'm just thinking at the moment it's looking like top four could be a bit sticky.
Yeah, because I mean the last time we had our call,
if we don't get top four, we lose £100 million. So you can't really tell me that 6 million. You can't really tell me that 6 million is too much of a gamble because if I had 6 million and 100 million, I know which one I'm going to be gambling with.
Yeah, for sure. Ishmael. I mean, I was just gonna say, it seems like a bit of a stark contrast in our sort of tone to our last show. But you started the last show in second. Now you're starting this one in fourth.
We are now fourth. But if Everton win their game in hand, we could go to fifth. So as the saying goes, life can come at you fast.
A lot can change in a week. Well, not even a
and come
week,
up with
3-4 days.
fast. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Um,
I'll let you know who I'm looking for this summer. Just we'll quickly.
Summer, or what about this
Yeah,
winter?
yeah. That's exactly that's the poignant word there. I'm not. I mean, I'd like to get a centre back now, but I completely like, especially the way we moved in summer or last summer. I'm fully aware that these I don't want to rush our transfers anymore, if I'm honest. I think we're ahead of schedule. So at the moment, at the start of the season, if you said that, I wouldn't have believed you, if I'm honest. Our transfer windows have been absolutely, well, last summer was particularly bad. I think long term they'll look good, but short term, I'm not too sure about them. I think we definitely need to strengthen the right.
Wait, so who did you sign? Who did you sign in the summer?
Cavani, Donny, Tellez,
and Tellez.
and then we signed Facundo Pellistri and Ahmed Diallo as well. As well as I think it's Willy Kwambala as well, a 16-year-old centre back we got from France. But these are all youngsters. Ahmed Diallo is 18, Facundo Pellistri is 18. But I think we'll see a bit more of those two in the next year or so. Ahmed, I think.
Do you reckon Diallo will get like? Do you reckon Diallo will get like a lot of?
He'll make his debut. I think he'll make his debut this year. I think that's what Ollie said anyway. Which
can you see him getting Europa League minutes or?
Oh yeah, definitely. I think he's he's an exciting prospect to look out for. But ultimately, we didn't sign Jadon Sancho, the elephant in the room, or the elephant in the summer. To be honest, we didn't sign Jadon Sancho, and that ultimately, I think we're seeing imagine what we would have done to you lot with that defence with Jadon Sancho, Martial, and Rashford running at you.
We defended. I don't know where you're getting this energy from. We defended.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, when we gave you problems. Look, let's not run into it. We'll come into the review eventually. I told you, look, this always has the possibility of getting ugly at any moment.
You don't know the tagline, yeah?
Yeah. When you have a Man United fan and a Liverpool fan in the same room.
This could get ugly, but the game stays beautiful always.
Stays beautiful, Ishmael. We'll keep it.
Yeah, we'll try.
Obviously, Jadon Sancho. Is my summer target. We had him.
Still,
possibly Upamecano, David Carmo, another player I like as well. Upamecano, I said already.
A lot of people talk about Upamecano, but I've watched a few Leipzig games this season, and Konate looks just as good as him, and I think he might be a cheaper option as well.
I think Upamecano is a bit younger though. I really like Deo. I think he's
not. Upamecano is older, if anything, because I think he's 22.
Upamecano is 21, I think.
Konate,
oh, fair, they're both youngsters. All right, okay. Konate just seems like a bit older.
They're both
fair enough.
No, they're both mad.
But yeah, Upamecano, David Carmo from Sporting Braga was one player I've got an eye on. He looks really good, really quick, great left foot, really tall as well, and a bit of pace behind him as well. And obviously Jules Koundé from Sevilla. Those are other players that I would be interested in this window, but
I read that Koundé's got a release clause.
Blight clause, yeah, it's like 50 something million. But I don't see anything happening this summer or this winter. Summer's where it's going to happen, and that's where. And I told you last episode, Ishmael, I'll be happy if we get top four because then we get to strengthen again. But obviously with the season start we've had, compared to where we are now, I think a lot's changed since then. So I think that's what I want for this year. But without further ado, let's address the game on Sunday. Ishmael, you alluded to your thoughts beforehand. How are you feeling? How are you feeling about the result and the performance?
I can't even remember if the beginning bit cut out, but I'll describe a few things about the game. Yeah, we were shit. Klopp's decisions were shit. Salah was shit. Firmino was shit. Mane was kind of shit.
I don't remember any of the front three doing anything of note.
Well, Bobby had 2 chances. What should we do? Do you want to? Should we just talk through the game, or do you want to? Yeah, we'll talk actually.
Yeah, let's just talk quiet. Let's just talk it out.
I thought we started, and correct me if I'm wrong at any point, because obviously you're looking at it through different set of eyes.
Yeah.
But I thought we started all right. Like I said to you before, offline. Thiago was like just bossing the game, like first 20 minutes, half an hour. I thought he was like.
Look good.
A lot of people talk about his passing ability, but some of his dribbling was like I was getting mad gassed. So he's looking alright, but again, like a feature of our game this season is that if we don't seem to score in the first 20-25 minutes, then it goes a bit stale. Bobby had two chances. Bobby had two chances. You lot know how much I love Bobby, man. I've got his fucking song tattooed on my chest. Like Bobby's my guy. But I've been saying for a while that his finishing is just a bit like mate, that chance he had, and he fucking two chances. One just like trickled through to De Gea, and then he had another one where Robbo was just had the whole of the left side of the pitch.
Yeah, how did he not lay it off? Well, he's on his left foot as well. Surely he lays it off to Rob.
I think because Robert, he laid one off to him before. I think Shaqiri did, and Robbo just did a madness and it went over the bar. So I don't know if that was playing on his mind, but I just think you're not Aguero, you're not Harry Kane, you're not one of these like gunmen who's gonna just take one chance. Like, you're not that clinical. Just lay it off to someone else. Let someone else do the thing, and then we move from there. But not good.
I swear. So is Bobby Firmino just like when someone has like a wall and they just do 1-2s of them? Is that all you want from him now? Just like give and go. Give it to the better players.
You need to mix it up, innit? Mix it up. Not every time shoot. Like
he's just out of confidence. He's got low confidence, but I really, it's weird. It's weird seeing it. It's weird seeing the difference in quality from Bobby Firmino a couple of seasons ago and now. Like he used to do it. He did it all. He connected the attack. He was a focal point as well. And he got goals.
He was the orchestra.
He was the glue. He was the glue to attack and your midfield. He connected.
He was a string puller. He was all of that shit. He was that, and then just his like you said, confidence, man. He looks like he just doesn't back himself.
No.
In any situation.
I mean, Bobby, admittedly, everyone could have seen in that game he was suffering from confidence. He didn't have a good game, but I guess two players that stood out.
He was the worst player on the pitch. No, he was the worst player on the pitch. Let's call it straight. He was the worst player on the pitch.
Yeah.
By some distance.
I guess where I was going with that was that he obviously struggled, but there were two players on that Liverpool team I think that kept you in the game and earned you that draw, and that was for me Fabinho and Alisson. Yeah. What did you think about those?
I want to actually take a few seconds to pay homage to Fabinho because
what a player, man! What a player!
I can say with my chest that as a holding midfielder, I think he's probably the best in the league. Like apart from maybe in DD or.
It's hard to say. He's definitely been playing as.
Anyway, my point is that he's comfortably the best in the league in that position, and then at centre back this season, I think only maybe like John Stones and.
John Stones been, Fabinho's been doing it all season.
Centre backs as well. Another one who I rate is Wesley Fofana at Leicester as well.
Leicester, yeah, quality player.
He's giving me prime Rio Ferdinand vibes. When he bleached his hair the other week, I was like, you look like Rio before he moved to United.
Back in the day before he came to United. Yeah. We're going Fabinho.
Yeah, he was sensational, man. He was sensational. I can't speak highly enough of him, man. That chance that Rashford I thought was just like he wasn't through on goal, but he was like
running at you guys.
Rashford's known for his pace in it, and Fabinho's not even quick like that. But
he used the space really well. Fabinho.
He did what he needed. He's an intelligent footballer, man. He's sick. I rate him so highly.
Yeah, for sure, man. That I've seen a lot of like hate for Rashford online, and admittedly, if he played that pass. Just as Cavani's making the run, he's through.
Yeah.
But after that, the opportunity kind of goes. And I think that's mainly, I'd say I'd rather give Fabinho credit than necessarily laying Rashford. But I think Fabinho done an absolute. Van Dijk done it against.
That's what I was going to say. At Spurs when
Ndombele Sissoko was back. He didn't know what to do.
He was just like
Sissoko didn't know what to do. He was like, shoot, left foot.
I think a lot of the time you've got to see it from the player's point of view as well. Like going back to what you're saying about Rashford not playing a pass to Cavani, he probably knows that Cavani is not really quick like that. Like there was still a lot of ground to make. It was still like a good 25, 30 yards from goal.
Yeah, he fancy.
He knows Cavani's not really gonna. If that was Martial, I reckon he plays that ball through.
Yeah, 100%. But Rashford had the bit between his teeth. So he loved, and it's Liverpool as well. He's a Manchester boy. Like that would have meant so much to him if he could have got a goal there. But
should we talk about Rashford? Should we talk about Rashford being permanently offside, man? He is born off. Was the same born offside?
A lot of games, man. There's been a lot of games now. He's been offside. A lot of games.
I said to a friend a couple of weeks ago, whose name will keep confidential. Gave him a little tip on a bet. I was like, bet on Rashford being offside like a good few times today because I've been watching him last couple of weeks. I think last 3 or 4 games he's been offside like 3 or more times. So if anyone out there wants a little cheeky bet tip, you bet on Rashford. Bet on
3 or more offsides a game. Yeah, it was frustrating, man. It was frustrating to watch because I mean I was shouting at my TV, being like, "Rash, you just stay onside. You got pace to burn. You shouldn't need to miss on those runs." But the thing is with me, right? The thing is with me,
he's rapid. The
thing is with Rashford, I know people say he's been in the Prem for like 5, 6 years now. He's not a young player anymore, but he's still learning. To me, he's still learning when to make those runs. And I've seen enough times this season. I think the Leipzig game when I think the referee raises his flag, but he's just in his half. Shows clever timing.
Yeah. I think
the one against Sheffield United as well, where Lindelof plays the ball and he runs in front of his fullback and then makes the run in. So I think he's he's realising what he needs to do from the left hand side. But yesterday we saw him playing down the middle, which was obviously I think apply pressure on the two centre backs.
I don't think that's not his
But
game.
I think that maybe that was it because he didn't get to he couldn't go out.
If you remember last season before he got injured and went on that mad run afterwards. He was playing in the middle when Martial was out, and he was looking.
Yeah, but he wasn't doing it, man. I wasn't happy with him there.
Rashford is a winger. Rashford's not.
He's not a top quality winger as well. So yeah, it weren't Rashford's day at all. It was Alisson's day as well, wasn't it? He made that save to Pogba and Fernandes.
Mate.
I mean, a lot of the hate that Fernandes is getting online now. If he scores that goal, he's not getting it. You know what I mean? So I think a lot of praise has to go to Alisson for making that save.
Bruno, like Salah, needs to step into the light a little bit, man.
Bruno had moments. He had moments. He's not as bad as Salah.
He had the free kick.
I think Salah for me is on a different level in terms of like he performed a lot worse than Bruno.
Salah was actively bad.
He didn't do anything. Shaw pocket, and I mean, I'm glad to say it because of we had this conversation on the last pod. But Shaw had Salah in his back pocket all game, and then he tried to swap sides, and Mane came over the other side. He's like, "Okay, I'll have you as well." Do you know what I mean? I was so impressed, and I'm so happy he put in that performance after I backed him in the last call, but I think he was.
What are you saying? You're saying it's because of you?
Incredible.
Ishmael,
what did you? Ishmael, you're a known.
You're saying.
Well, no, I'm just saying I'm glad I was vindicated. But you're a well-known critic of Luke Shaw. What did you see against Liverpool?
Mitchell. Yeah.
He's not fat. He's probably a better shape than you are, mate.
He was good. He was good.
Yeah, but what did you see? What did you see in Luke Shaw? What did you see in Luke Shaw on the weekend that surprised you?
Do you know what it is? I've never said. Correct me if I'm wrong. I've never said Luke Shaw's shit or Luke Shaw's not good or whatever. But I've always just said. Going forward, like I've always said, no matter what, he's always solid defensively, which is as a left back, that's his main function, isn't it? But going forward, he just was offering for like 2-3 seasons absolutely nothing.
That's my main issue with him as well.
I think he's got like 7 assists in 7 years or something in the Premier. Like that's for like a modern day fullback. That's
not good enough. No. And the thing is, I think that's
I saw one bit yesterday before I think Shaqiri brought him down for a yellow card, but he looked fucking quick, man. He looked really
mate. He flies. Yeah. He flies, man. And that's the most frustrating thing because he's got so much pace. He just doesn't use it enough. He doesn't go past the fullback.
Sometimes it just looks like he can't be asked to track back. He's like, if I make this run now, I've got to go all the way back. And like, Rashford's not really.
Whenever I've gone to see Luke Shaw play, he's always impressed me.
But what I will say is, I'll give him props. Like he's actually the last few games been very decent. So
yeah, man, big time. And yeah, I'm glad to see it. And I feel like we saw Luke Shaw in the opposition half. a lot more than
Yeah.
he typically would have been last season, especially against Liverpool. And just a special shout out to what he did to Thiago. Honestly, I was
Bro,
like crying.
don't disrespect it like that. Don't make
It wasn't
the
me that
first time match
disrespected him. It wasn't me that disrespected him. It was Luke Shaw. You need to have a word with him. Have a word with Luke Shaw. That was like
Don't make the
basketball
first time.
breaking
No,
ankles
stop,
sort of vibe. Like he just went roll, he pumped that roll.
Behave yourself.
He was
Behave,
gone.
behave.
He like headbutted
Behave
Manny's
yourself.
shins or something.
Behave yourself.
Jesus.
Behave yourself. Don't make the first
Definitely had
time
a good
match
first
yourself
20
as well.
minutes, but after that,
What, you're gonna rub out the first 20 minutes
you
and
know.
Bruno was just letting him like just dance through the middle of your midfield. McTominay and Fred as well. Like, what were they doing? I didn't really see them do anything like that.
They were giving him space. They were giving him way too much space, man.
Even Shaqiri was like, I thought we were going to line up in like a 4-2-3-1 with Shaqiri in a 10, but Shaqiri was literally playing the right of a midfield three, like.
And then Salah was up front, and Firmino was 10.
Yeah,
wasn't he?
But like he was, no, not even. Shaqiri was playing on the right of the midfield three, and was just finding space on that inside right, and cutting in. But like, mate, Tommy and Fred weren't really picking. I don't even know who they were marking. Like, just blades of grass. Like, I didn't really see.
Yeah, I mean,
we're getting a lot of joy. We're getting a lot of joy in that opening period, basically. But
yeah, do you know what? I think there was a period of like feeling each other out, and I think United definitely went into that first half knowing that we're kind of going to have to stop Liverpool a bit, or just not even stop Liverpool, but just kind of let's see what.
Don't be naive. Just try and start forward. Yeah.
That performance was the opposite of naive from United. I was really impressed.
To be fair, if Bruno sticks his chance away, and Pogba
sticks his chance away,
it was obviously a great save by Alisson, but
Fernandez's free kick as well.
I kind of do feel like Pogba should have either just booted it through the net or go down low. It was like a good
I think he's trying to though. He kind of connects with it too well. If he slices that slightly, that's going in.
He licks that ball so hard. Like if Alisson didn't have his hands there and hit him in the face, like we were talking like John Terry.
Probably going in the goal.
You see when John Terry was like head went back like that.
Oh, Abu Dhabi. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. And they had, like,
Abu Dhabi clashed him in the head.
My man had to get his tongue from the back of his throat. It would have been like that.
Yeah, man.
But Alisson once again showing why he was playing like a flipping centre back.
All right, sorry about that.
Right, welcome back to part 2 of Weird and Wonderful. It's probably going to be a regular theme of the show that we lose connection at some point because the stars don't want us to align. But we're back. I think
you were just saying something about Alisson playing centre back. We were talking about how Pogba smashed it at him.
Alisson was absolutely like proved once again why I think he is undoubtedly the best keeper in the league. I mean, De Gea's kind of had a bit of a resurgence this season. Edison's been really good at the back of the City, but I do think their back four's been good. I think Alisson, he makes the easy stuff. He makes the hard stuff look easy, and he does all the easy stuff as well. Like, he doesn't really make mistakes.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I think he's. I was just going to say, alongside of him and Van Dijk, they've completely transformed the team into pretenders. Proper titles.
But what I will say is, see how we've had Van Dijk out for the whole season, and we've kind of only just recently dipped off, and we're only 3 points behind United. See, if we had Adrian in goal all season and Alisson was out the way Van Dijk is, we would be.
You definitely sign a new goal. You sign a new goalie.
I don't even know. You see how FSG move? We might not even. I don't know.
Yeah. Do you know what? Speaking of Alisson,
we thank all the gods. We thank all the gods that Kelleher is actually half decent.
All right.
He stepped up. Adrian will not be playing for Liverpool again.
You mentioned De Gea, and one thing that I noticed, because I remember you sending the team of the week, and I was just like, does De Gea get in there? But you know what? He didn't actually do much. He wasn't that busy, apart from that Thiago shot, which I'm really surprised about. I'm saying this, but there was no.
Don't be fooled into.
No. I'm not saying. I'm just saying. Apart from that, that's all. But he hasn't had to do anything else. He doesn't have to do anything else.
I can't really remember. The only thing that stuck out was that his kicking's not that great, but
Yeah, but I mean, I'm not saying it to say that he's better than Alisson. I'm saying David De Gea was surprisingly quiet at
That's what I
Anfield.
mean. We were dead. Mo Salah. Let's talk about Salah quickly, man. Like, because this guy's pissing me off. Like, he had Maguire 1-on-1 twice, yeah. And you know, I'm front of the queue, number one. I'm like, if there's an anti-Maguire agenda, Maguire out, whatever.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
there.
right.
I'm right there.
Until the Euros, of course, and then you'll be up his arse again.
No, bro. I want Stones and Mings, man. Stones and Mings, Euro 2021.
Mings.
If Jones isn't fit, if Gomez isn't fit, then yeah, Stones. Bro, we need mobility. We don't need. Anyway, this isn't about Maguire right now. This is about Salah.
Always ready to make it about Maguire, don't it?
He was in the box twice. Like, just shoot, man. Like, well, I don't understand. You're not. Salah sometimes I think he gets caught in his own feelings a bit, and he starts thinking he's like.
Well, he just wants to score. That's the problem. He doesn't. He's not ready to dig.
He's like Neymar. No, because he starts thinking he's like Neymar or Messi. He's got the dribbling ability to like go past. It's not really his game. He's explosive and he does things just like instinctively. Like the goal against Leeds this season, opening game, and the goal against Everton where he just banged it first time, didn't think too much about it. That's what I want to see. I don't want to see him trying to drop shoulders in the box. Like just shoot, man.
Yeah, because I mean, to be honest, that's what I was worried about the most when we had the Lindelof and Maguire, when Lindelof and Maguire were announced as starting.
Exactly, no pace.
I was worried. I was like, "Where's the pace at? What are we gonna do?" But then I was like, maybe we're just gonna be defending deep and seeing what happens.
To be fair, even though I remember I spoke to you before the game, you said you wanted Bayer to be starting, which is fair enough. He's been in the form of his life at the moment.
I think we can win the game if he plays.
Lindelof, there was one block Lindelof made where he like basically did the splits full stretch.
Yeah.
He had a good game. I'll give him. He was a solid 8 out of 10 yesterday, man. I can't really.
Yeah. He was quality.
I can't really say too much about him. He needs a haircut though. I don't really know where he's going with that. But yeah, that trim.
I mean, Sterling cut his hair and got a goal, didn't he?
Yeah. But Lindelof's got that year 10 trim where you don't really know what you're doing. Like, yeah, you don't really know what you're trying to be, trying to find yourself, trying to cover the acne, whatever. But yeah, that needs a haircut. But
yeah, I mean,
Lindelof, he has levels, man. He was good.
Yeah, he's been doing well, and I think Ollie told him that he was going to be playing this game and said to rest up instead of playing at Burnley.
He absolutely loves it. I remember he played right back the week.
I mean, he's Scandinavian, isn't he? So who knows? But no, I do rate Lindelof. I think he's played really well. Him and Bailly is an interesting partnership as well. I haven't had many.
If we're keeping it 100, Lindelof and Bailly is your best centre back pairing, but.
No, but I've seen Maguire improve his performance. What I'm starting to think is that, not starting to think, but what I've been thinking for a while, should I say, is that Maguire needs pace next to him. He needs pace next to him. And Lindelof as well. Lindelof, both of them need pace next to them.
They're both, they are, you see on FIFA, you've got you just buy 2 players in each position and it's all whatever. You buy 2 players that are basically the same.
Maybe on your career mode, but.
Lindelof, yeah, whatever. Basically, what I'm saying is Lindelof and Maguire are quite similar. Just I'd say Lindelof is better than him, but you don't play them together. You play what is either or, and then you have Bailly and another pacey.
Yeah. Agreed. That's how I prefer to
they don't really complement each other. But you can't really drop your £80 million captain as well. Captain, man like Maguire.
Yeah. He's I thought you were talking about Van Dijk. But no, agreed. I feel like ultimately De Gea.
Van Dijk until he's back, but I've got under good authority some information that just things are coming.
He'll be back in May.
Things are happening soon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll have to wait.
Don't think that means that we don't need a centre back. Yeah. If Klopp people listening, don't think that means we don't need a centre back. But watch this space.
Klopp, if you're listening.
That's what I'm going to say.
Get that as well. But yeah, so I guess the only thing I think there's left to say about United from my perspective is that admittedly we're playing better, and I think our performance against you guys this week or this weekend shows
You've
that
got some favourite. You
we're
got on the
closing
prem,
the
on the
gap.
prem, on the topic of the prem. You've got your next two games are like Sheffield United and Fulham, aren't they? Fulham, no,
Yeah,
Fulham,
Fulham,
right?
Fulham on Wednesday and then Sheffield United the Wednesday after
So
that. But yeah, that should be
looking
6
right.
points. That should be 6 points for us. Anything less is obviously is failure. But I don't think the boys need to be told that. We've got a week in between the 2 games, so. Oh wait, is that no? Do we have you guys on
No,
the weekend?
Sunday. Yeah, Sunday, mate.
Oh
Sunday,
god,
Sunday.
yeah. Sorry, I saw a
So
week in between.
It's gonna be another Liverpool Man United review on
Yeah,
our show on Friday, people.
yeah. Predicted lineups for that game will be a lot more interesting, I reckon.
If you liked the show last week, tune in on Friday. On that topic as well, guys. Make sure you like and subscribe to our video and to our channel. Weird and Wonderful on Instagram and YouTube.
All the good stuff.
Like the ting, subscribe to the ting.
Yeah. All that good stuff.
We
need to get used to saying that at the beginning and at the end of the. We need to keep remembering to do that.
We're gonna keep dropping it in. We're gonna plug ourselves shamelessly because that's what we need to do. We don't get paid for this yet, so let's keep the ball rolling. But yeah, big up for the love so far and all that.
Yeah, man, it's been really appreciated. It's also taken us a bit aback, but yeah, we'll hopefully just keep repaying that love with more content. So yeah, we'll just keep trying this out.
That's it, bro. Is there anything else you want to talk about in the Man United game? Because I'm happy to move on.
To be honest, I'm quite happy for that. I think we've seen our need for a right winger playing Paul Pogba out off the right. I mean, I know he's only defending there really, but it was also quite similar to what I said in my preview. But what I think we need to get a right winger ultimately. That was the only thing I was missing. And also, Luke Shaw was the best left back on the pitch, which I felt like I had to just hammer danger for it.
Just so you guys know, when Moses says that's what I said in my last show, you always used to know that he was right. So let's big Moses up for that. That's what he wants. He wants to.
You know what? I really appreciate that, Ismail. That wasn't ugly at all. That was stunning.
That was an example of the game staying beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, let's move on. So I wanted to talk to you a little bit about. Obviously, we would be this time last year. We were bang in the middle of the season. We're a little bit further back because of COVID. But yeah, we wanted to do like a little mid-season review, just quickly, just to wrap up a few things about.
Just go over who's top of the table, who's bottom of the table.
We don't really need to talk about who's top, but just who's been the sort of surprise package this season, the surprise team, surprise manager, surprise player, and then obviously biggest flop as well. Chelsea
let's just jump into it then.
Chelsea fans look away now, basically. Tell me, Mouse, who do you think who's been the biggest surprise package in terms of a player so far this season for you?
In terms of a player, the biggest surprise. I've been really impressed with Calvert-Lewin. I mean, I don't know if it's as much of a surprise, but I think his form towards the end of the year definitely started to suggest.
Everton haven't played for a while. They didn't play this weekend. They didn't play this weekend, have they?
No, they got.
I think they went to play Villa. Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, he's kind of been forgotten about recently, but yeah, he's been.
But yeah, Calvert-Lewin. I think his form for England as well. I think should be praised because he's not only just done it for his club, but he's also doing it for his country as well. And I think I've been really impressed with the way he's sort of taken to the Premier League this year. Sort of feels like he's at home, and also the international stage as well. I'd say I give him my surprise package of the season. I wasn't expecting him basically.
Yeah. I don't know if you saw, but a few weeks ago, Rio Ferdinand did an interview with Ancelotti, and they were sort of talking about like his best ever 11 or whatever. Definitely check that out if you haven't seen it. It's
Calvert-Lewin made it in.
But he basically no. Let's be serious. Basically, he was talking about Inzaghi, innit? He was saying how Inzaghi was like sometimes his touch. He said sometimes his touch was horrendous, blah blah blah. But he said he's one of the coldest finishers he's seen. One touch finish, just bang, 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 bang. And then I listened to an interview a few weeks after, and Calvert-Lewin was basically talking about like how he's made improvements to his game this season, and he was basically saying that he's trying to have a lot more one-touch finishes for goals in the box.
Yeah.
And just Harry Kane's really good at that.
Improving their instincts, really, isn't it?
Not giving the keeper time to set himself, and just taking the shot early. I think that's kind of been the big sort of factor in his improvement this season. But yeah, I think for sure, man. Calvert-Lewin's good. He's done well.
Do you know who is really
some
good at
questionable
that?
crosses and stuff. But
Do you know who is really good at that? Like instinctive one,
yeah,
like just
go on.
just get a shot off. Mason Greenwood. I think he's probably
So
one of
if
the best.
you're gonna say Oli, I thought you were gonna say Oli. I thought you were gonna say Oli back in the day. Yeah,
Well, he
Greenwood's
was
really
as
sick.
well.
He's not having
Green,
the best season,
Greenwood,
but
when you were saying that about just
that's a
improving
different.
your one-touch finishing around the box and just taking
Yeah,
it, getting keeper off. That goal against Aston Villa reminds me of it, and against Sheffield United towards the end of the season, where he just takes it
I'd
at a
say
time when
yeah,
he's not not the ref, sorry, the ref probably wasn't expecting it either, but the goalie definitely wasn't. And yeah, it was definitely
yeah.
a player that last year he would have won that for me, surprise package, even though he wasn't really a surprise package for anyone that knows me anyway. They knew I've been raving about that boy for a while. But cool. What was yours then, Ishmael? Oh, you off?
No, my surprise package a little bit left field. I was actually thinking about this earlier, and I was thinking back to last season when I was thinking about this player, and I was watching him play, and I was just like, everything was good up until the final moment of like a shot or a pass, decision making basically. And I know it's a player you rate as well. Harvey Barnes, I want to talk about.
Yeah.
He's had a good. He's had a very.
Oh
Very
yeah,
good
that's a
season.
really good shout, Harvey Barnes. He's
No, in a 16. I think he's got 10 goals in all comps already. Hang on, I wrote this down earlier.
10 goals in all comps.
Yeah, he's got 6 in the Prem and 1 assist. So he's got 7 goals and assists in 17 games. I think last season he only got like 3 goals or something like that. Like he's really stepped up this season.
He got 3 goals this last season.
Something like that. He got his numbers were really bad. But he was getting
that's the same as Thiago got last season, to be fair, for Bayern Munich in 26 games. 0 assists as well.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Just it reminded me of Thiago's performance last season. Didn't get any assists as well, by the way. Did you see that?
Okay.
26 games.
Anyway, yeah. So as back to the relevant information. I swear I'm gonna clip that next time he has an absolute world of a game.
No, I love Thiago. I went to United before he went to.
I don't even know why you're like. I know you respect the man, the myth, the legend.
Yeah, but he's not even done anything for you yet, so I just don't like the way you got gassed about him.
He's literally played like 3 games. But yeah, Harvey Barnes, I think he's stepped up this season. It feels like he's getting to that sort of that standard where every time Leicester play and they score, I'm expecting him, and also Maddison as well. Yeah, Maddison. He's also that celebration this weekend. Fucking had his stitches as well. Don't know if you saw it.
Yeah. I think Haaland did it first. I didn't laugh as much. So I thought Haaland made me laugh when he did it. But yeah, big up James Maddison. I know you're an avid listener.
He's got good chat. He's got good chat as well.
Nah, he's good. He's a good lad. United fan as well, James.
Also, I want to big up.
United fan.
I want to big up. That's sick. I also want to big up biggest comeback redemption story. Like seeing wrestling when someone would lose a title and you'd watch their quest to get the title back. It happens like Stone Cold or like whatever.
And Roman Reigns has been doing
the ascendancy, the re-ascendancy. He's turned heel now, by the way, and got.
No, I've not been watching us. Probably that's not right, but I've caught a couple bits. Yeah. So that's Harvey Barnes. Who's your surprise package?
What I was going to say just quickly on that is in terms of redemption was John Stones. He has been absolutely sublime. I don't know if it obviously you've got to pay a lot of respect to Diaz as well.
Oh wait, I just caught something. Is John Stones also called John Redemption Stones?
So for those of you who didn't tune in last week, I said that Trent was going to be called Trent Redemption Alexander-Arnold in his game, and he.
If it wasn't long enough already, then
5 out of 10 max. He was dead as well.
Not much redemption going on there then, basically.
Just dead.
Yeah. So going back to John Stones, he's definitely missing redemption at the moment.
He's been absolutely sick. I think they've kept 9 clean sheets in their last 10 games, which he's played in all of them games as well.
Yeah.
Him and Diaz has been absolutely.
They look like a real good centre back pairing, don't they?
The Port's holding the bench at the moment, and he doesn't look like he's going to be let off anytime soon as well. So he's John Stones.
And then Screamer and Howler of the Week. Who gets your Howler of the Week, Ishmael?
Well, we still need to talk about who surprise team and manager as well.
Right, go on. Sorry.
We completely skipped.
Go for it, mate.
But yeah, my surprise team. Maybe Southampton. I know he paid respect to them last week for 4-4-2, playing that old school formation. But yeah, they've done. Where are they at the moment? Fourth, fifth.
Nah, fourth. You're fourth.
Oh,
Everton are fifth.
Well, they're like sick then, but they're about, innit? They're about.
Yeah, they got slapped up by Leicester. They're good. Yeah.
That hurt me the way you.
But for me, I guess you can't say surprise package of the season and not talk about Man United at the top of the table.
Yeah, but are you? Okay,
yeah. At the top of the table, that's a surprise package for me.
Yeah, cool,
they win it for me, and that's not even me giving United props. I mean, it kind of is, but me saying that it's a surprise package at the top of the table, it just I think it demonstrates just how surprised I am by the whole thing.
You saying I want to pay respect to United, and then saying that's not me paying them props. That's exactly what you're doing. You're paying them props. But yeah, United, well done, man. Top of the league. You won the half league. You won the halfway league. Well done. Thank you guys.
Thank you very much, Ishmael. Thank you very much. You're very humble today. I mean, after that performance on the weekend, I guess you can only be humble. Really.
Exactly, mate. My team are making.
All right, cool. Let's move it on then. Howler and Screamer of the week for Shmel. Who is it? Who's your Howler of the week?
I could give it to like 6 or 7 Liverpool players, and I'll start in 11. But I'm gonna spare them.
There's only one you can give it to
someone else.
No
one actually in that game. I'm gonna give it to you. I'm gonna give it to someone else. I'm gonna give it to Aaron Ramsdale, man. He is undoubtedly the worst goalkeeper in the league, like by far.
Why Ramsdale?
I just think he's crap. I've been thinking this for a while. He's absolutely crap, and obviously, I don't want to take in the shine off of
goalkeeper, in my opinion.
Goal. Nah, he's
got nothing to do with that mistake. That's not his fault.
He's dead.
That's not his mistake.
He's dead. One of the big reasons. Obviously, they haven't
surprised me because
Ramsdale's highly rated. You're gonna let me finish. Obviously, they haven't got like a proper finisher up front. But I think the main reason they're down where they are at the moment in the season is because obviously they lost Henderson, but they replaced him with absolute dog shit, mate. He's terrible. He's really bad. He's really bad. He's not good.
Okay, fair. I mean, I think that's a bit harsh, personally. I think he's a good young goalkeeper. I remember when he was at
obviously he could come good. Really obviously keepers mature a lot later. I remember.
I think he's our under 23 goal. I think he's our under 21s or 23s goalkeeper actually as well. So I know Ramsdale.
Are we going to talk about England goalkeepers? Should we discuss England goalkeepers? Should we really talk about them? Is that what you want to do?
No, not really. I mean, we're on howlers and screamers at the moment. We're on howlers and screamers.
Our goalkeepers are.
That's another episode entirely, Ishmael. That's another episode.
Our goalkeepers are.
Who gets your screamer then? Who gets your screamer for the week?
I'll stick with the same game. I'm going to go Ndombele. People who follow our page will know that I gave him a special post yesterday, a special shout out. Listen, hear me out. That goal was out of this world.
What are you talking about then? How can you give Ramsdale the howler of the week and then give Ndombele the screamer of the week?
Because
you got to accept it's a good goal. You can't do anything about it.
No. The shot was sick. The shot was sick.
Yeah. Let's get that straight.
He gave him a chance to even like. Because
barely. No one else is. That's not going in. Any other player who tries to do that.
Listen to me. Before he took the shot, he looked over to see where Ramsdale was. He was in no man's land. He was like in between.
Nah, he's taking up a good position. He's taking up a good position, man. He's not even that far off his line. It's just the placement is so. For me, anyway.
Did you not see his ribs lick the post afterwards? He was scrambling.
He almost got there. That for me, I think you got to give credit to the shot. I think that's just absolutely.
Yeah, I'm giving props. I'm not giving
Ramsdale's fault.
I'm not giving Ramsdale a howler just for that goal. He was at fault, not at fault, but he could have done better with the other 2 goals as well. Harry Kane's goal caught flat-footed. Like he's not
Just
level.
finish, man. Harry Kane, come on, Ishmael. It's Harry Kane.
He's not level.
It was he placed that perfectly into the corner. Not perfectly, but
Alright, so go on then. Tell me. Who's your screamer and howler? Who's your screamer and howler?
My screamer.
United heavy. Oh, Bruno nearly scored.
My howler of the week. You finished? My howler of the week, yeah. My howler of the week goes to Mohamed Salah. I've watched this guy, yeah, and I was convinced. I remember watching him when he was at Chelsea, when he was at Basel, way back in the day, and Roma as well, and Fiorentina. He was just a pace merchant at all those.
Football manager thing, yeah.
No, just watching football, man. Football. This is watching football. When he was at Basel, he played against United a couple of times. When he was at Roma, he was banging in goals. Fiorentina as well. Chelsea less so because he went from Basel to Chelsea. Mohamed Salah, yeah, I always thought he'd be like a really good winger, but he impressed me so much in his first season. I was like, I've seen this guy play. He's not that good. He's gonna let up eventually.
At Liverpool.
Yeah. I was shocked to see him be so consistent because I thought it was he was a bit of a tap. It was on and off quite a lot. Yesterday was the first time.
I can't argue. His numbers are a joke.
Yeah. He's a top player.
What are you saying about yesterday?
Which makes me even more disappointed because I started looking at him again and being like, every time he got the ball, I wasn't worried, which is rare. I wasn't worried.
Liverpool fans watching this might have a go at me, but I don't really give a shit. Like he's not. And he's
twerking as well. He's twerking at the moment as well.
That's another thing. Since he's done that flipping interview with AS, he's been playing. I don't know. He's in his feelings. He thinks he's gonna go to Real Madrid.
Or bring down his transfer fees over a COVID.
You're not better than Hazard. So what are you like? Whatever. Even though they play, I guess they play opposite rings, but whatever.
You're not happy. You're not happy today. Oh my god.
Salah needs to relax and just remember that. Okay, cool. He's got a Premier and a Champions League winners medal, but just remember who you are. You're not a dribbler. Just get in the box and just finish. Just finish. Shoot. I swear to God, man, he was.
Yeah, fair enough. And I guess my screamer of the week goes to West Brom, if I'm honest. We previewed that game. Yeah. I was close initially to 2-2, but just seeing Sam Allardyce do what Sam Allardyce does best, which is, not typically score goals, but really win ugly. I was surprised. I was surprised they won the game. I didn't really see a winner in it, but Ishmael's frozen. But I'll just keep talking through it. Don't worry, guys. I'm professional here. I was surprised that West Brom managed to get the 3 points, and I think a lot of credit should go to a lot of credit should go to Sam Allardyce. Yeah, Ishmael. I just think going over. A lot of credit should be given to Sam Allardyce there. He's managed to.
Keep going.
Yeah, cheers, mate. So Sam Allardyce deserves a lot of credit. He organised that team and they held off a barrage of attacks. I know that was it Crotone had a chance to win it at the end for Wolves and skied it over. But apart from that, I was really impressed with Sam Allardyce and how he organised that West Brom team. Despite them having winning two pens that they scored. I thought saw enough in that game to suggest that long term they could stay up in the league, and I always kind of fancy them to score a couple of goals. But I think they get my screamer of the week. Mohamed Salah definitely gets my my howler of the week. But Ishmael, I think before we get any more technical issues, I think we've wrapped everything up. Unless there's anything we missed. No. All right. Okay. Cool. Well, I'm having a bit of technical difficulties, guys. I hope you can appreciate it. It's only our second episode. I'll wrap this one up. Then without the lovely Ishmael. But thank you guys again for joining us on another episode of Weird and Wonderful. I am Moses.
I'm back.
Ishmael. Okay. All right, cool. I was worried. I thought I had to sign out without you, but yeah.
No, I can hear you. You're doing a great job. But obviously, I wanted to come in at the end and steal your thunder. Yeah, people, thank you very much. It's been another great show. Hopefully anyway.
It did get ugly at times, but I reckon in the most part, it was
I was
quite
still
pretty.
humbled. I was still humbled. What can I say, mate? My team were making me look like a
Yeah,
dickhead.
you had your tail between your legs, mate. You needed to win that game. We got a point off you at Anfield. Bring on the 1st of May. Bring on next weekend. That's when we're playing again. Bloody hell. After Fulham. See you again.
Oh, who cares about the FA Cup? Who really
I
cares?
do. I care about the FA Cup, man. I was brought up right. That's why. I was brought up right.
See, I told you when they moved the final from Sunday to Saturday, then it just fell off, man. Fell off.
But yeah, anyway, guys, thank you again.
Early doors.
Yeah, thank you again
yeah.
for joining us on Weird and Wonderful. I've been Moses. He's been Ishmael. And yeah, that's episode 2, the big review of the derby.
Don't forget to follow us on our socials. Weird and Wonderful on Instagram. We're going to set up a Twitter page soon. You can catch us on Twitter. I'm D Generation Ish. Wrestling fans will know what that is. DX
They'll be just up there. They'll be up there or down there.
Moses, give me your socials.
I'm Moses_Johannes. Johannes with 2 N's. Do you know what? Why am I spelling it? It should be up on there.
It's in the screen. It's over there.
But yeah.
Don't forget to, if you like our shit, show us you like it, but actually liking it. Subscribe to the channel.
Like and subscribe as well. Make sure you like and subscribe if you want it. If you've enjoyed this, even if you haven't, give it a like anyway. We appreciate it. This is right at the start of our sort of venture into this world. So yeah, join us for it, and yeah, we'll promise you'll have some good times. But yeah, thank you again, guys, and that's it. We'll be back before the next round of football fixtures in the Premier League. But until then, thank you again for joining us. Take care. Bye bye.
In a bit.